and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Dallas Mavericks. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Klay Thompson.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Irving on the wing along with Thompson. Big men on the 4-4, it'll be Washington and Gafford. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. And for Oklahoma City, Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Case and Wallace. And it's Williams at the center locking down the middle. And we know the second night, Greg, of a back-to-back can be rough.
And the NBA has put in work trying to minimize these, but sometimes it's unavoidable. And if you have a long bench, this is when you lean into it.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
The first one falls. And Greg, despite not winning Rookie of the Year, Holmgren had a historic start to his career.
And he would have won the award most seasons, but he obviously had some stiff competition. Regardless, he proved to be a versatile big man with star potential.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Dinwiddie kicks to Washington. Pass to Thompson for the three. Buries it from three-point range.
And Thompson thrives in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Outside Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, great play by Williams to set it up.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Dinwiddie passes to Gafford. Down low, here's Irving. Drops in the layup for two.
That is the signature of Irving. He is an incredible finisher near the basket.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Dort a screen on Dinwiddie. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And two shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
A dependable stretch for Washington is also somebody who continues to look to improve every year in the league.
It's his first trip to the line.
Shoot two.
First one falls for him. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Back to Williams. Wallace with a screen on Gafford. Clock at 6. Inside. Wallace misses. David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Mark Daignault. David, what did he say?
Coach said how much he admires Klay Thompson, saying, that guy is a champion. Coming back from 2 years away, Thompson's still one of the best two-way guards in the league. Nothing but respect for Klay. Zero argument here. Thompson surely a future Hall of Famer. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Irving misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him.
Oh, wow.
How about the floor awareness by Gilgeous-Alexander? Solid at just spotting his open teammate.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to talk to his guys.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Dinwiddie. How his last 10 games have gone. He's putting up about 12 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. The contributions he's been making on the floor have been a boon for this team. Great stretch of games for him.
Yeah, you know, they've given him more responsibility, and he's responded. And the way he's going, I think his role is only going to increase.
Here's Gafford. Williams with the steal. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. To the inside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And watch out for SGA going to the basket. He will put it on your head if you're not watching.
Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And on the way from Irving for 3.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Daniel Gafford.
And in the last 5 games, he's made a bunch of hustle plays on the glass more than anywhere else. His rebounding totals in these games shows a dramatic increase from his numbers during the rest of the season.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder, just an all-around terrific basketball player.
Najee Marshall, he's checked in for the Mavericks. He doesn't get the second one. The Mavericks trailing. There's the lob to the hoop, and stolen by Wiggins. Pushing it up. Williams inside. Pass to Wiggins. On the wing, Wallace. Screen by Wiggins. Wallace's shot is good. Wallace has got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And that one goes out of bounds. As touched by Gilgeous-Alexander. Mavericks trail by 4. Dinwiddie outside. Irving looking for an opening. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dallas again missing.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Kyrie Irving has got to be as skilled a player as we've seen in the NBA.
Well, I tell you what, I don't know if I've ever seen a better layup maker than him. And I played against Isaiah Thomas and read about Nate Archibald and some of the other great small ball guards. But, man, this kid, Kyrie Irving, well, young man now, 50, 40, 90 on a season. And a lot of times he's making acrobatic layups against 6'9" and 7-foot guys. Special. Such a silky, smooth stroke from deep. Thompson, excellent accuracy.
Tipped away. Outside Irving. And Thompson kicks to Dinwiddie. Marshall passes to Thompson. Here's Irving. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Boy, great display of concentration and tenacity from Irving there. Fighting his way through contact, getting it up and down, plus the foul.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
And it's tied up with that one.
Tell you, it's so amazing to see how much raw talent Kyrie Irving has. Just seems like that ball is part of it.
Now here's Williams. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. That one good for 2. And 11 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
35 seconds left in the first quarter. Irving against Gilgeous-Alexander. No good from Irving.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in the zone.
I think they've got to consider throwing a few different looks his way early on, especially if he keeps shooting like this.
That one drops for him.
You know, with his handles, he excels at tricking up the defense and getting the good looks he wants.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
Hey, Clark, no one covers the college game like you. And for new pros, what are the biggest challenges adjusting to life in the NBA and the play itself?
Speed and size, Kevin. I mean, that's where it really starts. You've got to be in great condition, but the speed and size of the players at the NBA level is unlike any other basketball you play. Everybody in the NBA is big and athletic, and things are just played and done at a much faster pace.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Dwight Powell is out there with Washington. Then there's Hardy, and it's Grimes in at the 2. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Here's Wiggins. The Mavericks making the shot. Pass to Joe. Outside Williams. Back to Joe. Here's Caruso. 4 on the shot clock. Williams a screen from 11 feet away. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one, and that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. The Mavericks pull it in. Last time they met was in Dallas.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
Yeah, and you know what? I expect them to go deep into the bench again tonight. to give those guys on the bench a chance to have an expanded role, but also to give those starters some rest.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Wallace comes in for Alex Caruso. And then for Dallas, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Dwight Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Washington. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Najee Marshall. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Irving, got a piece of it. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Wallace dishes to Williams. And the rejection by Gafford. Kleber against Williams. Kleber the pass to Grimes. From outside the arc. Again the miss by the Mavericks. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams passes to Wallace. And it's Wallace with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And so here is Dallas. The Thunder making the shot. Here's Irving. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Mavericks trail by 5. And Clark, while he might be someone who doesn't stand out, Maxi Kleber is vital for this team.
You know, Kleber usually averages in the single-digit scoring, but he's a 6'10 floor spacer, which puts a lot of pressure on the opposing defense. He plays a lot of the 5, and he more than holds his own defensively. He's a nice rotational player.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. For the Thunder, Williams is checked in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Gilgeous-Alexander. On defense, Dallas. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Williams, a screen on Washington. Fires from 14. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here is Irving. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against Minnesota. Thompson sets the pit for Irving. 6 on the shot clock. The tray. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Irving. Thompson's got 12.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Williams against Washington. And Williams, here we go. And then Williams slams it in.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
Now, I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. And the Thunder making a change here. Mitchell's checked in.
Number 25, A.J. Mitchell.
There's 39 seconds left now here in the second. Here's Williams. Good D by Thompson.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Well, it's a nice sight to see Washington attacking inside, just making the defense foul.
The Mavericks have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
P.J. Washington, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. He hits the second from the line. The Thunder with the lead.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Dinwiddie against Mitchell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Free throw drops for Mitchell. Good on both. Just 4 seconds left here in the second. Thompson for 3. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before.
The previous play is under review.
If he got that shot off in time.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me, and that's the call we should see here, but no harm in going.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock.
Yeah, they're glad they're going to get those points. And it wasn't too long ago that they wouldn't even have looked at it on the monitor, but replays here, and it's here to stay for situations just like that one.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thunder lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, guys. Clay, how do you evaluate the first half?
You know, they clogged the lane, and they play great hell defense. We got to keep driving and kicking, doing a great job sharing the ball, and we just play unselfish. We'll be great in the second half.
We'll see if that ball can get to the weak side. Thanks, Clay. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hey there, everybody. Shaq says hi. Kenny says hi, too. Yes, we are in the midst of the NBA season and a perfect time to see how things are coming together in the West.
When I look at Dallas, they've been stuck in the middle tier. Not good enough to challenge for a chip, but not bad enough to get a high draft pick. They're really going to need their young guys to take a step forward in their development.
And moving on now, the Mavericks are in the thick of it. A very competitive game so far.
Playing for one another. The phrase gets overused, but tonight it's right.
Hey, we should try a harmony.
Let's do it.
Playing for
one another. The phrase gets overused. Kenny, get on beat.
But tonight, it's right.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Wallace is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Williams at the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
That'll be a jump ball. Wallace outside. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch-and-shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble. Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Dinwiddie against Gilgeous-Alexander. And with that, the Thunder lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Dinwiddie.
You know, guys, I like the way Dinwiddie uses his body and strength. I mean, he doesn't have a problem overcoming physical defense.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pass to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Again, Oklahoma City.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Looking now at some numbers for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been dominant over the last month, averaging 34 points, 6 assists, and just over 2 steals. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. In the corner, Irving with it. Shot clock at 5 over Wallace. Rebound by Williams.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
And Thompson kicks to Gafford. Back to Thompson. There's the 3. No good. He's missed 3, and he's made 4 of his 7. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Dagnall said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
D8, the versatility. That is pretty special.
Washington will match your threes because he's got game from outside.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Wallace outside. Williams from outside. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. Mavericks trail by 6. Washington finds Dinwiddie. Gafford, high post. Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to Washington. Stolen by Dort. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Thompson. And Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go. Here's Irving. 7 points in the game. Now Thompson. Dinwiddie outside. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Oklahoma City leading by 8. Pass to Dort. Stolen by Thompson. On the wing, Dinwiddie. Washington with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Dinwiddie for 3. Connects from three-point range. Dinwiddie's got 5 points in the quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Fades back. It's rebounded by Dallas. Washington's got 4 rebounds in this game. Thompson for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Group in here for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Williams. Wiggins comes in for Dort. Isaiah Joe, he's checked in for Cason Wallace. And it's Mitchell in for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Najee Marshall comes in for Washington. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Hardy in for Dinwiddie. Now, here's Mitchell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Thompson, following the score by Oklahoma City. Got a piece of it. Williams with the steal. To the middle. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the score by Oklahoma City. Dallas moving the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Marshall passes to Thompson. Here's Grimes. That 3 off the mark. The Thunder leading by 6. Williams scanning the floor. Over Marshall. He's off on that one. And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Maxi Kleba Also Dwight Powell out there, and it's Hardy in at the point.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Grimes. Bucket is good. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists in the game. Mavericks trail by 8. Here's Grimes. Lets it go with a 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Williams a screen. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Well, this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Wallace is checked in for Alex Caruso. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said, we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Okay, David, thanks. Now, here's Hardy. Powell with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one's good. Hardy.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Here's Irving. The Thunder making the shot. Pass to Hardy. Wallace against Irving. Looking to get back on track here. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Right there, Irving does a nice job of anticipating the contact, so he braces himself for it and then works through it.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
You know, the defense has given them that shot, and they've knocked it down consistently, and that's been a real key factor for them tonight.
And Irving is one of the most gifted players we've ever seen. I mean, who still continues to play at a high level.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Williams, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Wiggins, and it's Dort in for Isaiah Joe. And so Irving nails both of them. The Thunder leading by 4. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. With the second effort, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
First personal foul. First team foul.
One shot.
At the line for your Oklahoma City, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. One shot.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dinwiddie. Outside Irving. It's taken away by Wallace. He takes it in, hangs in midair, and converts on the double clutch layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Mavericks trail by 9. Pass to Gafford. Back to Dinwiddie. Here's Irving. And he converts the layup. Irving's got 4 this quarter.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Here is Williams, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And with that, the Thunder lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Kyrie Irving. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Now here's Wallace. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Lift off, Mr. Dort. A one-way ticket to the rim.
Mavericks trail by 9. Here's Irving. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Dort. Clark, some people have claimed there is too much talent now in this NBA and not enough teams.
Interesting point. I don't know if I fully agree with it. Clearly, talent has always been the driver in the league. I think because the league is generally younger, that the talent is not as refined, so therefore you have a little disjointedness with teams. But the blend of talent into teamwork is still what the best teams do at a high level.
He hits both from the stripe. And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Williams, a screen on Irving. Bounce pass Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Williams.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the score by Oklahoma City.
Able to strike from mid-range and all over the court. The versatility of Kyrie's offensive game, top shelf.
Wallace, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 7.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over. No matter the situation, Washington up for the challenge.
The Thunder shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% for the floor. Williams, a screen on Dinwiddie. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he uses the glass on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 34.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Dinwiddie against Gilgeous-Alexander. Taken away by Williams. Williams inside. Great positioning on the putback. Wallace has got the lead up to 9 now for the Thunder.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Dinwiddie's shot is off. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And it's Williams. That time the assist by Williams. And the Thunder lead by 11.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Greg, nothing short of some once-in-a-lifetime plays are going to save them now.
Yeah, the door is just about to close on this one. But, hey, never say never.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.